Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Ranger 363V restoration. And in today's video, we're going to be working on installing the dash panel and putting the gauges in and setting in all the switches. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's a quick explanation of what I just did. So since this panel's not a perfect replacement, I set it up there and I made sure that it was level. Then I taped it in place and I drilled out the mounting holes to screw it to the panel. Then I used a permanent marker to trace out all the fiberglass. I took a jigsaw and I cut it. On a couple of them I used a hole saw to cut them out. And then now what we're going to do is put all the gauges in and the switches in, make sure it all fits, then take it all off and do the wiring harness. So we're going to make sure that the flow right switches all fit with the fiberglass, or if I'm going to need to cut it out. It ends up working out. So what I did was I inserted it from the back side to make sure that there was enough thread for the nut and then the knob. So make sure that your dial is turned all the way down to minimum or maximum, just to make sure that you have your knob pointing in the right direction. And then we installed the rocker switch. There's two tabs on the end that you're supposed to push in to make it fit. It was really tight, so I kind of just pushed them in and then rocked them back and forth, a little bit of pressure, and they fit. Now we're going to do this on the other one, and then I'll hop back in with some more commentary once we get over to the switches. Now it's time to install the switches. I started with the horn switch to make sure that it fit because it's larger in diameter than all the other switches that I used. And each accessory requires a different type of switch. There are a 2-position switch and a 3-position switch. A 2-position would be for like an on-off application like lights, and a 3-position for like a bilge where it would be manual, off, auto. So just make sure you use the correct switch for the correct application. And on the on-off switch that I used, it came with like a little indicator off-on, but since I already engraved the panel, there's no need for me to use that. So I just went ahead and took it off, but the on side has a slot cut into the threads. So just make sure that that is pointing towards the on side, if that makes any sense. But that's it for this week, guys. If you like the video, please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out. And I know this is kind of a new type of video, so please leave comments down below if you liked it. And check back next week. We'll be doing a lot more videos. And here's the old live well timer. And the technology really hasn't changed that much in 40 years on boats. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, till next week, guys.